Carrie Underwood has found herself in the middle of a controversy that has erupted in the world of reality television, a place where people's aspirations can be realized and where people's hearts can sometimes be shattered. In 2024, the country music superstar, who initially won over the hearts of Americans when they emerged victorious on the 2005 season of American Idol, returned to the show to serve as a judge, sitting on the panel with Luke Bryan and Ryan Seacrest. Fans were extremely excited to see the much-loved singer return to the legendary singing competition and bring her skills to the table. Despite this, as the season continued, Underwood's judging manner provoked a surge of criticism from viewers. This prompted her to address the topic head-on with elegance, candor, and a hint of her typical resilience. A fresh role, a brand new spotlight. Underwood's comeback to American Idol was a moment that seemed like a completion of a circle. Taking over the judge's chair and succeeding Katy Perry, who had vacated the position and left a significant void, she did so over 2 decades after her own win. Underwood had a strong connection to the show, and her career had been successful. As a result, fans were looking forward to her bringing sincerity and insight to the panel. She was expected to combine industry expertise with the compassion of a person who had previously been in the same position as the competitors. From the very beginning, Underwood's goal was to find a balance between offering helpful critiques and providing support and motivation. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly conducted before the season began, she stated, "I know what it's like to be on that stage, pouring your heart out. I have a desire to serve as a mentor to these competitors, but I also want to be forthright. Growth occurs in that manner." Her method appeared to be promising, but as the season progressed, a number of supporters started to have doubts about the techniques she was using, which resulted in an increasing number of critical voices on social media sites. The number of criticisms continues to grow. When the audition rounds were taking place, the audience began to express their dissatisfaction with Underwood, who was seen providing in-depth, technical critiques. Some people were appreciative of the fact that she placed an emphasis on stage presence, pitch accuracy, and vocal technique. However, others thought that her evaluations were excessively critical or did not have the warmth of those who came before her. Posts that draw attention to particular instances, such as when Underwood recommended that a young competitor work on breath control or urged that another connect more emotionally with the song. Despite the fact that these comments were constructive, fans noted that they were sometimes perceived as harsh, particularly by first-time performers who were already frightened. One post that went popular stated, "Carrie Underwood is acting like a vocal coach rather than a judge on Idol. These children require support and motivation rather than a master class." #American Idol. Someone else remarked, "It's as if she is treating every single performance as though it were an audition for the Grammy Awards. Try to relax, Carrie." The live shows were the subject of increased criticism, as some fans were of the opinion that Underwood had a preference for candidates who had a country music background, considering that she herself is a country musician. These claims of prejudice stem from this assumption, with one user commenting, "Carrie is giving better marks to country performers." The answer is very evident. The title Idol Judging has been assigned to this piece. There was not a universally unfavorable response to the conversation that took place on the internet. Numerous supporters of Underwood came to her defense, commending her for her professionalism on the panel. One fan tweeted, "At long last, a judge who is knowledgeable about the subject matter. Carrie's opinions are always accurate, and she is not someone who is merely here to say things that are pleasing." Another person commented, "You're all upset with Carrie because she's being candid, aren't you? She is assisting these competitors in getting better." #Team Carrie. The negative voices became stronger and louder in spite of the support. As a result, Underwood felt compelled to address the matter with a personal message. Underwood's response: maintaining grace while under pressure. During a recent interview with Billboard, Underwood discussed the criticism she has received, noting the difficulties associated with her new role. She conceded, "Making a decision is more difficult than it appears. You are attempting to strike a balance between kindness and honesty, but that balance can occasionally be lost in translation. I would never want to be the cause of someone feeling disheartened. She underscored her desire to act as a mentor for the people who are competing, relying on her own experience as a contestant on American Idol, when judges like Simon Cowell provided comments that was harsh but also transforming. Underwood also responded to the claims that country music performers were being treated unfairly. "I am a lover of music in all of its forms," she stated. "I am definitely a country music artist, but I am looking for heart, sincerity, and talent, regardless of the genre. I am stricter with certain contestants because I see the potential in them, and I want them to strive for greater things." Her reaction resonated with a lot of her supporters, who were appreciative of her candor and her willingness to address the negative feedback instead of dismissing it out of hand. Underwood sent a message to her followers in which she expressed her gratitude to all of those who tune in to watch American Idol and show their support for these exceptional musicians. "I am gaining knowledge every day, and I realize that the act of passing judgment is a privilege. Let's continue to amplify these voices." The family of the Idol, thousands of people expressed their appreciation for the post by liking it and leaving positive comments, indicating that the conversation had undergone a change. Clips of occasions when Underwood demonstrated kindness began circulating among fans. For example, one take shows her getting tearful during a contestant's heartfelt performance, while another shows her giving a standing ovation to a duet that stood out. Making decisions in the age of social media. The specific obstacles that are presented when it comes to judging a reality competition in the current social media age are emphasized by Underwood's experience. Every perspective is amplified on social media platforms, which transform ephemeral moments into disputes that spread like wildfire. In contrast to the judges from her days on Idol, who were criticized through traditional media outlets, Underwood navigates a situation in which fans are able to immediately communicate their thoughts and their grievances. This real-time feedback loop may be both a boon and a curse, providing judges with insight into the reactions of the audience, but also exposing them to intense criticism. Carrie is in a difficult position, according to music business analyst Sarah Thompson, who commented on the situation. While fans want judges to be genuine, they also anticipate that they will be uniformly well-liked. It is a near-impossible equilibrium. Underwood's technical expertise distinguishes her from previous judges, according to Thompson. But this expertise could not always coincide with viewers' desire to experience heartwarming moments. She went on to say that people watch Idol in order to be inspired rather than simply to criticize. Carrie is in the process of figuring out how to navigate that. Moving forward, a time of development. Despite the fact that the criticism continues to pour in, Underwood continues to remain dedicated to her work as American Idol goes on. Sources that are close to the program indicate that she has been working closely with the producers in order to fine-tune her approach, which places an emphasis on providing feedback that resonates with both the participants and the audience. According to an insider, Carrie is a perfectionist, People reported. She is taking the input seriously and wants to make certain that she is establishing a connection with the audience. In addition, the incident has initiated more extensive arguments over the function of judges on talent programs. Is it more important for them to focus on entertainment or mentorship? Is it possible for them to be truthful without estranging their followers? Over the course of several seasons, as American Idol continues to evolve in a competitive television landscape, Underwood's path as a judge may serve as a case study. At the moment, Underwood is placing an emphasis on the competitors, taking this time to honor their development and fortitude. She made the following statement to Billboard: "These artists are so courageous. I am genuinely honored to be part of their journey since they are putting themselves out there." Carrie Underwood continues to be a figure of grace and tenacity, as evidenced by her comments, which are a reminder that she is a force to be reckoned with even in the face of criticism. Her words evoke the same determination that propelled her from the small-town Oklahoma stage to international fame. A fan base that is split yet remains optimistic. There are still two camps within the American Idol fan base. One that believes that Underwood needs to take a softer approach when offering her critiques, and another that praises her for lifting the bar. The topic continues on, with hashtags such as #CarrieIdol and #IdolJudging trending on a weekly basis. Despite the ongoing discussion, there is a shared optimism that the presence of Underwood will serve as an inspiration for a new generation of musicians, just as Idol did for her. As the season develops, all eyes are on Underwood to see how she will adapt and whether she will be able to win over her critics. Her voice, both as a judge and as a performer, will continue to have an impact, demonstrating that Carrie Underwood knows how to shine even in the blinding light of the spotlight.